UrbanLife.tv, 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 TV, Underground Rap Business and News Life.tv, TV, up close and personal, live one-on-one interview. Yeah. Welcome to UrbanLife.tv, Underground Rap Business and News Life.tv. We here. Another episode 27, you know what I'm saying? I'm by myself. I'm Buck Dollars. You know what I'm saying? Giles and his wife celebrating 5 years anniversary, man. Shout out to them, you know what I'm saying, for holding it together. Thick and thin, you know what I'm saying? His and hers cleaning, don't forget it. You know what I'm saying? But they out in New York enjoying themselves, you know what I'm saying? And blessings and peace to them. Peace and blessings to them. You know what I mean? And even my co-host, special guest, Water. Sorry. Is out of town enjoying his significant other, and peace and blessings and peace to them as well, you know what I mean? Everybody, travel back safe and enjoy yourselves, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, we back, you know what I'm saying? I'm Buck Dollars, like I said. We chilling, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be me and y'all and me. Okay, so let's get it together, you know what I'm saying? We're going to have an enjoyable show. You know what I'm saying? What's the topic? I really thought a lot, man, and I be trying like put all the topics in order. And I guess this falls right into play as the universe, decides for us. You know what I'm saying? And it only makes sense. But yeah, man, like, as an individual, I had a lot of insecurities and, like, a lot of doubt and, like, a lot of self-esteem issues, you know what I'm saying? And, like, really feel as though, like, I felt arrested in my development when I started smoking. When I started smoking bud, had to be like 16, at least 16. So we're gonna say in between 14 and 16, I arrested in my development. You know what I'm saying? Not to say weed is a bad thing, but at the same time, like, if you do start smoking young or like doing drugs young, most likely you're going to arrest in your development, you know what I'm saying? Like, because you're fully not developed. So anything that could like alter that development, that's arrest. You know what I'm saying? And so, we arrest in our development when we start smoking weed and cigarettes and like any mind-body altering substance. You know what I mean? So as I developed after those years, because I still develop, but at the same time, what stayed stagnant was probably the things that I keep in my way to like not fulfill my success. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, as we learned in Reconstruction, going through the CBCB training, one of the things that we learned opposite of arrested in our development is self-determination. So arrested in your development, the opposite is self-determination. You know what I'm saying? You gotta like get yourself up, dust yourself off, figure out who you are, you know what I'm saying? And like face yourself to face the world. You know, we are rusting our development so much. Even as humans in a holistic sense, man, like we developed a lot. Can't deny that. But just think, man, as humans, like we start thinking about race and all of that and putting all this divide and disconnect in the midst and these invisible lines and all that, we arrested in our development, man. You know what I mean? Because we could be so much farther as humans. You know what I'm saying? But just speaking right now on a lower level, on the underground level, man, me as an individual, like, and between 14 and 16 when I arrested in my development, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's still a little boy that live inside of me that wants his revenge, that wants like, you know, attention, one that wants to like, you know, lead with an ego. You know, this young kid, you know, is like, you know, filled with insecurities from being teased and like, therefore, like, this bond that I'm in right now within that little boy that's always trying to get out. You feel what I'm saying? I'm making emotional decisions. I'm making unilateral decisions. You know what I'm saying? I'm making decisions that ain't beneficial to me. Because I haven't dealt with the little boy inside who has arrested in his development at 16. So I'm 35. You understand? So when you see Unc and Pop and them at the motherfucking boombox and they 40, 50, understand they done arrested in their development way back in 17, 18 or whatever. They still trying to live through that little boy. You know what I'm saying? That shit real when I think about it and I talk about it, it feels so real, like, you know what I'm saying? And I understand why I'm where I'm at this age. Because I didn't arrested in my development. You feel what I'm saying? And self-determination is the only thing that's going to get me out of it. So I've been self-determined, you know what I'm saying? To get out my own way. To like not be so busy and to live. And not just exist, but to live. Without spending all that energy on insecurities and all that other stuff. I am now at 35 learning to remove all that stuff so that I won't be still arrested in my development. Still trying to answer to that 16-year-old within who been hurt, damaged, talked about, bullied. You lying if you don't say we all don't got them. If you arrested in your development, and you was able to get out of it through self-determination, write a book, do something for us to get inspiration, motivation to do the same. You know what I mean? Each one teach one. You feel what I'm saying? But you gotta love and love life. So a part of that determination, that self-determination, is big for us as black people. And you know, I hate to talk about a color, but specifically in using terms that we know of, talking to black people, like, we've been conditioned and programmed so we don't got an identification. So it's easy for us to fall in the arrested development, and so hard to get out of it, because if it depends on self-determination, then you gotta get an identification. You gotta identify with yourself to get the self-determination. Meaning that you gotta learn your history, understand who you are as a people, as a person, and then be self-determined to get out of the state that you in, or that they captivated us in. Because right now we in a captive state of mind. You know what I'm saying? Where we want to be free, but we going to obey the oppressors at the same time. You know what I mean? So as a whole, you know, we definitely arrested in our development. And I know each and every time we developed and we was getting ahead, you know, the oppressor came and put an end to it. But that itself allowed for us to, like, permanently arrest in our development. And I hate to say permanently, because we still could get out of it, but permanently in the sense, like, ever since Black Wall Street or a couple other things, maybe farther down the timeline, we stopped in our development and said, fuck it, we just gonna, you know what I mean? Follow the oppressor, just obey. Fuck it. But I mean, recently, you know, 2020, man, with everything that happened, and even maybe even towards the end of 2019, we start really, like, getting some sense behind us and figuring it out, like, you know what I mean? So now we, like, slowly cracking down and recognizing that, arresting that development, and we try and further develop it. Not to say that there wasn't, you know, many developments within the time, but not as significant as a Black Wall Street or having our own black churches, schools, income, you know, producing, you know, during the form years and all of that. You feel what I'm saying? So, like, that was ownership. We arrested in our development with ownership for sure. You know what I mean? Like, even people that own stuff within Americas, we still gotta obey the tax and all that other stuff. So we own it, but to a minimum. You know what I mean? Because it's still Caesar's land. And that's what it is, you know what I'm saying? But shit, we should be, like, more self-determined. You know what I mean? And I believe that's the spirit we in now. You know, self-determination, you know what I'm saying? And wanting to get out this space. So I just feel like, you know, with UrbanLife.tv, I guess it's our position to give us the information about self. You know what I mean? And eventually we gonna get to that episode. I know I said it a couple times, but we gonna get to that episode where as though we start breaking down that identification crisis that we in, you know what I'm saying? We learn more and more through the research who we are, you know what I mean? And, you know, heads up, and to even be proactive, shit, y'all can go YouTube it and look at, you know, Kenya documents and other, you know, enlightening videos that tell you, you know what I'm saying, life that existed before slavery. You know what I mean? And as I always say, man, like, if you begin life, if any people begin their life telling their history when it was in some type of you know, like vicious thing like slavery, that's gonna weaken the people. You feel me? Like, and it's it's gonna be so easy for the oppressor to like implement like they shit. You feel me? Like, and that's what exists now. Like, you know what I mean? We went through slavery, and like the history books start with slavery. Even us as a people, we start with slavery. We still want our money from slavery. We, like, our whole life started as slavery, so it's no wonder we arrested in our development where we at. Slavery, if you notice, man, they keep saying 400 years. Ding. That's only 400 years, which is a lot. But like, a lot of other life existed way before that. So we gotta understand who we were before that period, because it's just a period of time, a little grain of salt in our history. But shit, we emphasize and enhance it every time we talk about we were slaves and this and that. And I know you got that talk about motherfuckers using shit like, what up, King? What up, God? And all that. Repping the people and all that. And that's all good and fine, you know what I'm saying? But like, the deeper shit is the I ams and those type of chants and understanding what that mean. You feel what I'm saying? And like getting deeper into like our tribal shit. You feel me? And we already there, just to let y'all know, like, y'all don't even dig the way we dance, the way we move, all that. That's history. This is just a repeat. I mean, we may have definitely arrested in our development, but one thing's for sure, two things for certain, right? We kept that culture intact, and nothing natural can't be destroyed, right? So, man, that drum is our heartbeat. You know what I mean? So even through slavery or whatever, like, we come out dancing. We some dancing motherfuckers, right? Just that rhythm, man, is in us. You feel me? Like, and the more and more we gotta discover that, so we can understand, like, the reason why we going through the trials and tribulations and the killings and all of this stuff that we got going, because it's not of us. You know what I mean? We living under somebody else's ideology. We living the life of somebody else. These are their dangers. These are their problems. We just taking them on as the oppressed. You know what I mean? So we gotta get out of this arrested development and be self-determined. You know what I'm saying? To figure out who we are. In the hood sense, you know what I mean? Rep what the fuck we are. We can't get there, y'all, if we don't know who we are. You feel me? We say we started music. We did, but they benefiting off of it. You know what I'm saying? And ejecting they shit into our shit. Come on, man. We gotta tighten up, you feel me? Like, how long we gonna be arrested in our development? I know one thing, man, one main like ingredient to like solving it is the one thing like that we've, I don't know if we've forgotten it or like it was like lost in the slave trade shit, but like understanding rites of passage. Cause see, rites of passage is not gonna let you it's not gonna let you like arrest in your development. It's not built like that. You feel what I'm saying? So like the rites of passage is when you 12, you got a birthday, you turn 13. Things that you did when you was 12, you don't do at 13. And the celebration was you moving from that space to that space. You feel me? There's no way you can arrest in your development unless you've been distracted by some outside stuff. You know what I'm saying? When they say a village raises a child and maintains a relationship, that shit is for real. You feel me? So the more and more you get to mind your business stuff, the more and more you break down that mantra, which is of us, from us. It takes a village to raise a child and manage a relationship. So to say mind your business is to stay out that relationship, stay out that family. So we arrested in our development in that sense. Because when neighbors had to stop and mind their business and not be accountable and responsible for our children while they was out there when we wasn't maybe available, then this is what we created. We created the ability for kids to talk back to grown people when they was telling them go do something else and not play around the cars or whatever. It gave us that ability to talk back to them. And then we lost our manners, and now it's chaotic. We don't have no respect for one another. We have arrested in our development in that sense. We don't have to be self-determined to get back to that space, but we definitely gotta be self-determined to get out of this arrested development space. You understand what I'm saying? So as I continue in it, man, it's just like, if we going generation after generation and we going through the same stuff, You know what I'm saying? I mean, same stuff. I mean, like, there's no way like young boys should be growing up the way we grew up, and we, I mean, like my generation, like, you know what I'm saying, 35. How the fuck is young boys growing up the same way? Or I grew up the same way my mom and them grew up. What the fuck? That's a arresting the development somewhere. You feel what I'm saying? We gotta be self-determined to like break these fucking pipelines. You know what I mean? And you steady worrying about like correcting laws and Black Lives Matter and all that shit. I don't mean to say shit, sorry, but like all we focus on that, and that's all good. Everybody need their fight. Everybody need their position in the fight, and that's cool. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just asking and challenging people to get out of their arrested development and be self-determined to, like, you know, be better. Because we all got it in us. You know what I mean? I know you choosing to go the other route. That shit is in me as a human. I'm not talking like you on an island by yourself. I'm saying what the fuck I've been through and what I'm tired of, though. Is you tired? If you tired, let's do something about it then. And what we need to do about it is already there, so we ain't gotta do a lot. So you ain't gotta be challenged with changing your life and all that. All we gotta do is do the right thing the first time. That's it. And you know what the right thing is. And like I said earlier, the feedback is for the person that's giving it. So I'm talking to myself. You know what I'm saying? I know when I go to do whatever I'm about to go do, and I grab my joint and you know what I'm saying? I know what I'm about to do. I know it's wrong. I know all that. I know it's a voice that tell me what the fuck is you doing, why I do that and all that. I ignore all that. I say all the justifications. Oh, he did me wrong. He did this. You know what I'm saying? I dehumanize the person because I gotta dehumanize them to do what I'm about to do to them. So if that's your case, if that's what you do, then I'm telling you, I do it too, and that now I'm like destined to like make the right choice now, though, and listen to that small voice that I don't give a chance, and give it a chance. And I'm ignoring the louder voice that want me to destroy and self-destruct and be arrested in my development and like suffer and be in misery. I'm giving all of that. I'm giving that the louder voice. But the good one, I'm giving the lower voice. Like that shit resonate, man. You know what I mean? Cause I know it hit. I know it be hitting. Cause this the stuff we don't talk about. You feel me? The everyday stuff that you go through in your head. Ain't no separation in human. We all go through this shit in our head. Especially under this ideology of this white supremacy. You feel me? So it's easy to dictate. I know you going through the same thing I'm going through. We've been conditioned and programmed from the same oppressor. I know you going through what I'm going through. We got to be real with each other though. On a lower level. You feel me? We conditioned to lie to each other, not get close, not confining each other, not break this arrested development that we in. Shit, we allowed and we trained each other to arrest in that development. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I learned to smoke at 16, 14, what we say, 14 to 16? I learned to smoke at 14 to 16. I said it was alright for my young boys when they was that age to condone and that shit. So now I'm teaching my arrested development to the younger. Come, it hurt me when I find this out. It don't hurt you. I'm ready, y'all. You feel me? Like, I'm ready to, to self-determine, to be self-determined to get out of this arrested development. A part of my arrested development, though, I be waiting for everybody else to, like, be committed. But, shit, what I'm learning is, man, everybody got their process. You know what I mean? And I can't wait. So I gotta give it and show examples and show practice of it. Instead of like waiting and hesitating. This is also a part of my arrested development. Once again, I'm in my own way. I hope I'm making sense. I'm speaking truth. You know what I'm saying? I hope I'm making sense and y'all understand what I'm saying. If you got a question, anything, you know what I'm saying, I'll be more than pleased to answer it. You feel me? It'll help me at the same time recognize and understand that shit, I know what I'm talking about. You feel what I'm saying? Should I need that validation from other human beings? You know what I'm saying? So like I said, man, we gotta be self-determined. We gotta be self-determined to get out our arrested development. Now each individual may arrested in their development in a different process. I don't know what it is. But you know if you arrested in your development. I.e., you still try and satisfy the little girl or the little boy within you. You're arrested in your development. You know what I mean? We talked about the little girl, little boy earlier. That little boy that was hurt. You know what I mean? Or even that little boy or little girl that did something to somebody else, but couldn't forgive themselves for doing it. So they arrested and they developed there. I know earlier we talked about me arrested in my development between 14 and 16. When I started smoking cigarettes and weed. I know we big up weed. I know that, little smoke, But, on some real shit, like, one thing that I can say that's been consistent throughout my life is the weed. And shit, I done changed a lot of shit. Thinking that I was going to get ahead or be where I wanted to be. But what one thing that came and stayed consistent was that weed and them cigarettes. You feel me? And I'm still battling. Don't get me wrong. I talk my shit. But don't get me confused, man. Like I say, feedback is for the person that's giving it. So I'm talking to myself. But if you're going through it, take heed. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not talking down to nobody. I'm not accusing, none of that. I'm just expressing what it is to be arrested in your development. And if you're going through the same thing, then you can honestly say it, man. Don't be afraid to, you feel me? Like, because the only way to get out is to get out. The only way to do it is to do it. You feel me? So recognize first and foremost, if you are arrested in your development, what is the self-determination that you need? And how can we identify where you arrested in your development so we can get back to developing from there? And don't be ashamed of it, because everybody going through it. Everybody go through it, even if they don't want to admit it. Nobody's better than nobody. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's better than nobody. We all in the same boat. You got everybody fighting against themselves to be who they think they want to be or who they gotta be or all that shit. So everybody's fucking arrested in their development. Don't play different. You know what I'm saying? I embarrass motherfuckers. Don't play different. We all the same because we all humans. Nobody has grasped the full concept and the motherfucking winner for figuring out what life is. So we all in the same boat trying to figure this thing out. You feel what I'm saying? But shit, water flows where there's less resistance. So if we in life living and we getting resistance, it's because the flow ain't correct. So yeah, you got your political fights, you got fights against the law, you got fights about what's not right, what's wrong. You feel what I'm saying? It makes sense. But that's not arresting our development there, you feel me? My thing always not to like fight the law, but counter it. Cause my understanding is water flows where there's less resistance. You know what I'm saying? I also know that when I arrested in my development, I gave up my power. I gave my power to weed. I gave my power to cigarettes. I gave my power to thoughts. I gave my power to other people. Y'all don't know what I'm saying? When you live outside yourself and you arrest in your development, you give up your power of development, of self-determination, of being yourself. You know what I'm saying? Where we give our energy to entertainers, relationships, and, you know, we give our power to like jobs, and we give our power to politicians and every fucking body. We just give it up. You know what I mean? And then we say they got a hold of me. They. Who the fuck is they? Man, they fucking up the world, man. They racist, man. They man. When you start depending on somebody else or they, then you're arresting your development. Ask me how. Ask me. You gonna ask me how? No, you don't wanna ask me how? I'll tell you how. You know what I'm saying? Well, you get your power up today because, like, you know, you relieving yourself of the duties, of the responsibilities, of the accountability, and you giving it to somebody else and saying they is accountable and responsible and in control of your life. Seems simple. Seems simple. Life is simple. We just make it difficult as humans, you know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, I rested in my development. But now I'm self-determined. And that's one of my mantras, you know what I'm saying? I once said, like, the secret to success is like living life and being who you are and not distracted by nothing else. That's success, bro. You through everything, all these distractions, everything, you. Nigga, that's the ultimate success. You know what I mean? Shit, even having money come with depression and anxiety and all these other shit. So what's that? Having all the money is success to you? Being on top, that come with a lot of problems. But being yourself, being free of all these other distractions, that's the top success. Can you feel what I'm talking about? You know what I mean? That's where we at, y'all. You feel me? Like, so we gonna stay arrested in our development? Or we gonna be self-determined to get out of it? And think about it, self-determined. I mean, like, you as the individual, you got to unlearn and relearn accordingly to self. Because everything else been programmed through somebody else. So we kind of robotic. You feel what I'm saying? When somebody telling you truth, you feel that shit and you like, damn, that is. But some shit come out your mouth that's so opposite. You know it's true. You know it's real. You feel me? Like, you know it's real. And you just like, nah, like, I'm gonna go opposite of that. Like, and I'm gonna be rebellious and I'm gonna do this. And that, you know what I mean? Like, that's the real shit that's hold us back. That's the real shit that people don't talk about. That's the real shit. All this other shit, that shit facade. That shit fake. You know what I'm saying? You be walking in the desert trying to find that shit. Forever. You know what I'm saying? And everybody got a responsibility to this, man. Mom, dad, parents, everybody, sister, brother, everybody. You know what I mean? Because we train each other to be the way we want each other to be under our comfortability. We training sister, brother. We training them. Don't come in my room. Don't do this. Don't do that. Mom, dad, training. All day, training. Don't do this, son. Be this way. Don't. They training come from somebody else that trained them. That. So now we all fall in the category of arrested development. Because those energies don't die, they just transfer. They say, you act just like your mom. That's not a coincidence. That's not, you know what I mean? That's real. That's what it is. Like, they trained you off of their training. Now we just replicates. You know what I'm saying? Reason being how slavery go from 400 years current. Because all we've been doing is training each other how to obey the master. You know what I'm saying? Program. Environmental reaction. We see something, we taught, we can't go out and fight, protest. That's the best option. Protest. I'm not destroying it, I'm not going against it, I'm just explaining some shit. Protest. You know what I mean? But what don't get talked about is like, yo, you protesting the vote and you protesting the fight against the laws, and the people that you vote is the oppressors. The people that you vote in is the oppressors. Take this advice. You want to fight against us, you protest. Get out of line, I'll shoot you with rubber bullets. I'll do whatever I want. Alright? And you stay to that. And I'm not down in it. Everybody got a part in the fight. Everybody got a view of the elephant and got their own sight of it and what they perceive that they vision is seeing. So, you know, on this side of the elephant, I can see stripes, you can see polka dots, you can see triangles, whatever. But I don't disclaim what you see. I mean, I don't doubt it. I don't make judgment of it. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I receive it and understand that that's your position of the elephant and that's maybe what you see. So I gotta respect that. You know what I'm saying? I don't shut that out. That's disconnect. As humans, we should never disconnect. But the way this world and it's arrested in this development, we disconnect way too much. Mind your business. You're not a part of this. You feel me? Even motherfuckers that was slave is doing that to other people. Oh, you can't play over here because you're not this. My kids can't hang with your kids because they ain't this. Them fucking kids love each other. Don't arrest them in their development. Cause for some personal nonsense that you was caught up in. We arrested in our development, man. We got kids on that level, y'all. Like, that's oppressing each other. Bullying. Doing all this shit. Disturbing each other's development. Grown people that once was kids still arrested in their development. Still trying to satisfy that little kid within. Only way to get out is to get out. And the only way to do it is to do it. You know what I mean? We was raised to lie to each other. Like, you gotta lie first. Oh, I only told you that because I ain't want to hurt your feelings. But you hurt my feelings more. Because now that I found out, I'm devastated. I'm hurt. That shit crazy, right? We don't think about them sayings, right? Tell the truth, shame the devil. So if we lying and doing all that, then that's what? Bigging up the devil? We bigging up the devil way too much out this motherfucker. Don't y'all think? Yeah. We definitely, bigging up the devil way too much, baby. And y'all want to call that shit real and all that. That shit real fake. And real devilish. Dang. We done arrested another... My fault. We done arrested in our development and relationships. And everything. Shit, we gotta tighten up. You know what I mean? What y'all think? I'm just speaking honest about the stuff that we don't talk about. You know what I mean? And I'm being vulnerable and I'm being transparent, I hope. And I want to use me. You feel what I'm saying? Shit, cause I done did it all. I mean, I don't want to say I done did it all in a bragging sense, but like, I done made all these mistakes. I done did all this shit, man. I done been in a cubby hole. I done alienated myself. I done arrested in my development. You know what I mean? Been caught up and spending more energy on these conditioned ways than living. I'm understanding now, man, none of this shit is important, y'all. Only thing important is living. And living correctly, man. And living with that first thought, that one that tell you the right thing. Not the thought that's going to disturb shit. You know what I'm saying? We calling motherfucking... we selling drugs and we calling it a trap. So that means we understand that it's a trap. We call the drug game a trap. And so that means we gotta understand that it's a trap. What game has a trap? Well, let's think about it, right? The fucking mousetrap game, that's automatically, right? So then when you call a snitch or somebody that disobeys the game, a fucking rat, a mouse, but you in the trap. The trap, we in the trap. We call each the rats, the snitches. I don't know, man. I'm bugging the fuck out. I'm talking some sense. I don't know, man. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I'm just going through some shit. Maybe it's a midlife crisis or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, women ain't the only one going through shit. Like, the same way a woman is connected to the universe with her period and all of that, the man is connected as well. we've been conditioned to think that we not. Therefore, women don't think men got emotions. Or they deal with them different, so that you can take it, nigga. Be a man. Be strong, nigga. Be you can do it. You feel me? Like, nah. Niggas go through shit. You know what I mean? And if you don't allow that man to express his emotions, you know what you're gonna get? You're gonna get your fucking crackhead uncle. You're gonna get your fucking weeded out brother. You're gonna get your motherfucking Tukey cousin. That's what you're gonna get. You feel me? Because when a man can't relieve himself of his emotions, you gotta bury it in something. Vice versa. The woman can't get what it is, she gonna bury it in something, some type of substance. So where did you arrest in your development? Let's talk about it. I arrested in my development around about 14 to 16. We said I started smoking weed and cigarettes. You know what I mean? I arrested in my development because, you know, of course life goes on and every day you live, but you arrest in your development when you supplements for a supplication. You know what I mean? Any mind, body altering substance will arrest you in your development. So yeah, you know, we blow weed, we, you know what I mean? That's a party, we drink, we do, you know what I mean? But we arresting our development. You know what I'm saying? Ones that went through college, party, whatever, you know what I mean? They arrested in their development. The ones that graduated, they was more, a little bit more self-determined to not be arrested in their development, so they got through. Others just partied, dropped out. You feel me? Arrested in their development. Any mind, body altering substance. I'm smoking, drinking, cigarettes, weed, 14 to 16, man. I know it's real because when I think about and I go back to that time, like, I still feel me at 35 acting like that when I was 16. Making decisions based like that. You feel me? Like I'm grown. I feel a type of way about something you said to me. I revert back to when I was 16 with my answer, my reply. I'm self-determined now. You know what I'm saying? To get out my own way and to continue to develop and not get caught up. You know what I'm saying? I know it's real. What's in you is real. Don't deny that voice within. That's the God we got all in us. And once again, man, feedback is for the person giving it. So I'm talking to myself. But hopefully y'all getting something from it. Because maybe this a conversation you need to make with yourself. You know what I'm saying? When you're arrested in your development, you know what I'm saying, and you want self-determined, and they be self-determined to get out of it. Understand and recognize who you are first and foremost. Get that history, get that research, feel it, believe it. You know what I'm saying? Admit truth, say truth, and live truth thereafter. And then live. I love y'all, man. I'll catch y'all next week. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all stay good, stay safe. You know what I'm saying? Stay self-determined to be better.
Whoa! Whoa!
UrbanLife.tv, 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 TV, Underground Rap Business and News Life.tv, TV, up close and personal, live one-on-one interview.